Right, we are just getting reset up here, folks. Sorry for the slight delay. It seems like my upstream is being massively rate limited for some reason, even though I'm paying for, well, roughly 4 or 5 times what I was trying to use. So, yeah, big thumbs down for Virgin. We've dropped down to 720p. Just giving my brother a message, see if he wants to join. I don't think he does, so it looks like it might just be us solo. Right, let's get this fired up. That's fine, we've got loads to do anyway. Transition saver. Hello, good evening, welcome. Fingers crossed this runs better than it did earlier. Gosh, that was awful, wasn't it, for a while. It just all completely dropped off and was super terrible. Right, start this off again. So we're working towards a Blessed Shield build, but we pretty much have almost nothing relevant for it. So we may as well just keep pushing for the legendary gems. We do at least have Jack and Board in the cube now, so that is at least some progress over last time. But yeah, for the most part, we're still just we're running with Smite. We really want Falcon's Foot, the Crusader flail, but thus far, no joy. Getting that will remove the wrath cost of Blessed Shield and give us the opportunity to basically go full Captain America.
Had enough.
At the moment we're very survivable on Torment 1. We just don't really have the damage output because we don't have the build parts that we need or want.
Not yet. Had enough.
I suppose I should give this a pause just for a second. Just double checking. Yeah, good, that's fine. Making sure this is actually coming through okay since I've reconfigured everything on the fly a bit.
My wrath is low. Not ready yet. Bad luck for you, friend.
Really do with some more elite packs. Yeah, Jack and Board does make a huge difference actually. It's taking us far less time to go through packs of monsters. Individuals still take about the same amount of time. Being able to bounce around between them a lot more.
Make your peace quickly.
That's been excellent. Yeah, really enjoying that. You can just die. No thanks.
Not yet.
Oh yes, and I need to cube the Nemesis Braces. At the moment I'm using Mage Fist, which has got a nice little damage boost, but I think Nemesis Braces will be worth more. And we do have a set of those waiting.
Like chaff before the wind.
Yeah, look at all that area of effects. Lovely. Wallers. Again with the Wallers. Paragon 64. Very nice.
Make your peace. Patience.
Trundle, trundle.
Not yet.
Anyway, how is everyone doing this evening? I hope you're having a fantastic Friday night. I know I am very much enjoying myself. Hey Adam, welcome back. So I restarted the stream on a lower bitrate and a lower resolution, so now it's capped at 720p. Sorry about that, but on the plus side, it does seem to be performing better. Yeah, it seems like my upstream is just shafted for whatever reason. Did a bunch of speed tests. I'm supposed to be getting 20 up. I'm barely getting 4.5. And normally I try and broadcast at 6. So yeah, really not very happy about that. But what can you do? The addiction, yeah. Oh, I had a lovely licorice tea earlier today. It's fantastic. So I've got 2 new sorts of teas. I've got a nettle and mint tea, which is very nice, and a licorice one. And the licorice one is just like chewing on licorice root. I don't know if you ever did that. Being a London lad, you might have. It's a bit more of a northern thing, I suppose. Nettle, yeah. It's surprisingly nice. The mint really helps it though. But yeah, I used to like just nettle tea by itself. It's really good if you have excessively sweaty hands like me. It's I don't know what it's got in it, but it helps curb sweating. So yeah, I always used to drink nettle tea, but mint is quite nice as an after dinner thing. So I've switched to nettle and mint for the evening, and then sometimes licorice. Yeah, if you want Tea Addicts Anonymous, you should have a word with my wife. She's got like 40 or 50 different sorts of teas she's tried over the last year. There's a really good, I can definitely recommend them, a company called the Bluebird Tea Company. I think they've got a shop down in Brighton or something. And they do like a tea subscription. And they'll just send you different sorts of teas now and then. You can try them all out, and then the ones that you actually like, you can order more of. It's really good. I've ended up trying all sorts of really nice things, like pink grapefruit tea, which is very refreshing. A guarana chai, which was very energizing. Oh yeah, that's entirely possible. If your sister lives in Brighton, she may well know of Bluebird. I would be very surprised if she didn't. It's quite big in the area.
Not ready yet.
We're almost done in this rift even.
Cower before Zakaroon.
Yeah, I used to have very simple tea tastes. I would be quite happy with like a cup of Tetley or a cup of PG Tips or something. Even Yorkshire tea or anything like that. But yeah, it's a whole different world of like green teas and white teas and stuff. There's no problem at all. This is a bit different from earlier. We were helping out Alex with some of his leveling. We were accidentally killing the Rift Guardians before he got on screen. It's a little bit trickier now. Oh, how about that? 2 legendary rings and Enforcer. Enforcer we don't care about so much. Pain Enhancer though. We will continue to upgrade that as much as we can. That's one of our build gems. Very nice. We might actually be able to put some stuff in the cube for jewelry slots. How about that? Shock horror, I know. Yeah. Yeah, she really does, doesn't she?
Hello there.
Bracers. No.
What?
Also no.
I didn't even know I
Triple
had
no.
that thing.
So, Unity. Okay. And another Eternal Union. Well, this Eternal Union is better than that, so I shall wear it. Unity not so great, but I could put it on instead of that for her. And then, yeah, everything else is worse for her. So I've got another Eternal Union. Yay. I'm not going to cube it. It would just be so that I had something cubed, and that seems like a bit of a waste. So let's just do more of the same. Salvage this up. Yeah, Unity's alright. Yeah, I do like it. It's fine for specific purposes like survivability, obviously. But usually I find that the utility given by the slot that it's taken is better served to other purposes. It's just the way that I play, I suppose. Alright, another Greater Rift.
Enemies of the moon.
Oh, hello. Right in the entrance.
Patience.
Yeah. Probably would be unhappy with suboptimal gearing. That's alright. I can understand the passion at wanting to be like correctly, quote correctly kitted out for particular purposes. But I tend to play more idiotically, I suppose, haphazardly, chaotically. Pretty much I tend to be having a laugh more than playing seriously. At least at the sorts of levels that I play. Oh, I totally forgot to do Nemesis Braces again. Not that I found any shrines yet, but... There's a shrine. Now the regret comes. Instant regret.
Not ready yet. My faith is rewarded.
More Paragon. Hey Adam, I thought you had Discord at one point, or am I totally hallucinating that? I posted your question into my Discord chat earlier, and there's been a little bit of a discussion about the top 5 games of all time going on.
Not enough wrath. By the light be damned. Not yet.
And yeah, I'm the same actually. Like when it comes to pushing GRs for like the season conquest and stuff, I will lean towards specific builds. But for the most part, I'll just play like stuff that seems fun or interesting. Like there's a Crusader shield which heals you and your allies for the amount that you block with it or something. I'm really curious if you can actually make a build that uses that like has any sort of benefit. Never had a Discord account? Ah, fair enough. Yeah, it's basically just like a chat room place thing. You do technically need to log in. Yeah, basically you just well, you'll see my bot posting the link every now and again. If you just click on that, you'll get to come and join everyone else that normally watches. And I suppose some that don't, because there are some real life friends in there.
Not yet. I enjoyed that.
Yeah, it's good to have a discussion topic. Not that it gets quiet in there. There's usually like something being talked about, but it was a nice one for people to think about. This is going well. Would be going better if I had my Nemesis Braces in the queue. I suppose I could also equip them. They're just so much worse than the off-build Van Braces that I'm currently using. Alright, what do we have here? No, I haven't finished thinking about it yet. It's like a really hard choice because I've been playing games for like 29 years probably. Probably longer actually.
Make your peace quickly. Not enough wrath. Not yet.
So, like, I think a lot of my key games are very, 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 very old school. There you go. Thanks, bot. Bot has supplied the Discord link right on cue.
You have triumphed.
Good bot, pat pat. Not like Moobot. Moobot. Sure, let's get a bit more pain enhancer up. Not great chance at the moment, but, well, to be honest, we're just collecting bits, really, rather than actually trying to push that further. Close this off. Pull up my character plan so I can just remind myself. Bane of the Stricken and Bane of the Trapped are the other ones that I care about. Kadala, give me some braces. No, also no. Alright, Nemesis braces, yeah. So a little bit less. They're only level 67 is the reason. Sure, let's put them in the cube. So extract legendary. Done. Change this over. Should make rifts a bit faster. And a bit slower at the same time because I do 20% less damage. Alright, close that. Switch this back over. Time for another rift. It's going to be a lot of this evening. I have a skeleton? When did I get a skeleton? What do I have that gives me a skeleton? Nothing. Where on earth has this skeleton come from? Enchantress, do you have something? Ah. Yeah, Ashbringer. Alright, it's her skeleton. It's not mine. Oh, well, enjoy your minion, I suppose.
Are you ready? Then your trial begins.
There we go. Already worth it. Brumbledorf Crimpledonk. Fairly certain he actually goes out at night and murders people for saying things like that. You can just tell from his face. What's the name of the bloke what done the Sherlock series? Gloves we'll check out in a bit.
Patience. Not ready yet. Make your peace quickly.
For reflection. Hey, and some blues.
Not yet.
Hey, don't despair. Stop flying over things I can't get near. Come back this way. Oh, was that Aken's leniency? Oh, that's going to make me very sad if it is. No. What on earth is going on with this game? So many uniques in such a short amount of time. Right, is this Aken's leniency? If that is, it's going to make me a little sad. It is. It's going to make me a little sad then. Reason being that I just put Jerkenboard in the cube and Aken's leniency is actually what I want in the cube. Let's check out these braces. That's alright, I'll find a different Jerkenboard eventually. Lacuni Prowlers don't really care. That's fine. That's a Forgotten Soul for me.
The crusade marches on. Patience.
So yeah, the leniency is definitely something that I want to switch over to in the cube at some point, but I need to find another Jerkenboard first. And I do know it's not really called the Jerkenboard.
Not ready yet.
Cumber Trump.
Cower before Zakaroon.
Hello, Blues. Do some ricochet shots around the side here.
Not enough wrath. Not yet.
So Alex isn't going to be joining us this evening. He has a guest. So it's pretty much just going to be some gearing ready for Monday. But gosh, we are probably going to be quite overpowered in comparison to him at the start of Monday.
Patience.
I hear he had a near brush with death again today. After I finished streaming with him, he managed to like trip his electrics. Yeah, I think that's right. Yeah, and another one. Gosh, what is this? Like the pity time has just gone into overdrive because I haven't had any in ages. You know what? I'll probably put these on over the stupid mountain of light. A little bit extra damage, but the explode chance is what's quite nice. Not at the moment though. I quite like my toughness. Oh, hello. Thud, thud, thud. Come back. So yeah, Adam, he does have a guest from the States. At least I believe he does. He could just be making it up. You know, avoiding me. It's entirely possible. But if that's what he's doing, he's really, really committing to the ruse. Because he asked if I wanted to just turn up at random places in London and look like him. I said no, of course.
Before the wind.
Alright, wrong map. This map. Could be either way. Left, probably. It's not the left. Could be top. Oh yeah, I did hear a little bit about that in Oxford Circus. Don't know, like I saw the announcement as everyone was herded into shops, but then nothing really since. What was it in the end? Was it just like a car backfiring or something?
For you, friend.
I also heard someone smashed a window trying to get into a shop because they were so terrified.
Patience. My wrath is low. Zakaroon.
I've never really noticed the Enchantress shouts the name of her spells as she's casting them. That's very Nightmare. I'm sure, Adam, you know Nightmare, kids' TV show, spell casting, etc, etc. But for those that are like from America or otherwise, there was a kids' TV show. It's kind of like the original RPG, augmented reality of a form. One person wearing a helmet so they couldn't see anything and everyone else guiding them on cameras. And the cameras, of course, were digitally altered so they actually looked like fantasy environments and forests, chasms, wizard towers and the like. And yeah, in order to cast spells you had to spell cast it and actually spell out the word of the spell you wanted, because of course it's a kids show and you're trying to teach kids how to not be terrible at English. Oh, I hear a goblin. Let's nip back to town, sell the junk. And then we'll come back, finish off the Rift and the Rift Guardian. So, salvage most of this. Gladiator gauntlets. Let's just identify them. So, Lucuni Prowlers, they can go. I suppose that... No, I'll keep them so I can put them in my cube. I do need lots of stuff to cube up. Blacken's leniency, that makes me sad. Happy sad. That's sad, sad. Let's go. We'll extract that even though we won't activate it yet.
Not ready yet.
That's what we'll do. So, extract legendary power, transmute. But yeah, Jack and Borg is what I just put in there. So, should have held it. Could have had both. I mean, it was a pretty bad Jack and board, but, you know, I would slowly improve it.
The Rift Guardian has found.
Oh, it's just a gem goblin. Come back here, gem goblin. When I said just gem goblin, I didn't mean like you should leave the party as the unpopular one. Right, Crusader King. Yeah, exactly. Rift, Blood Shards, and actually you might notice I'm wearing the Sage's set. I figured it's a lot easier for me to just collect Death's Breath and upgrade everything into what I want. At least to start with. Yeah, precisely. Turn this in.
Nothing stop. Let's see what happens, shall we?
Actually, yeah. Give me shields.
Someday, perhaps.
No.
When I'm rich.
Oh, okay, Blanchett, you will never be rich. Not in this way. Salvage. More gems. I can actually probably start assembling better gems in my gear now that I think about it. So, let's remove this. See how far we can go with diamonds. So, all. Turn this off. Just do them one at a time. Try and minimize wastage. And the reason I'm taking this to Flawless Royal where possible is for the cooldown reduction at the moment. So that's going to be 3 then. Which means it's going to be 1, which means there's not going to be enough. Not quite. But, if I take one out of here and drop 4 resist all, then I can. Ah, nothing but the best. That can go in there. This can get upgraded. I lose a little bit of resist, but that's fine. I think that's worthwhile. The problem with blood sharding shields is that they aren't Crusader shields all the time. Possibly getting any shield might take longer than upgrading Cru shields off the bat. Yes, that's a very good point. But she did give me Jack and Borg quite early on, even though it was a terrible one. So I'm going to give her the benefit of the doubt. For the moment. How many of these do I have? 33. Let's do one now. See what we get. So, Forge Armor. Highest usable. Shield. Crusader Shield. Not Shield. That would have been embarrassing. So, Crusader Shield. Run, 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 run. Doink. Upgrade. Yay! It's terrible. Wow, that is a bad checking board. Well, I suppose I can re-roll the falling sword damage into critical hit chance, and then it's not terrible. Then it's just kind of okay. Sure, why not? Let me pull up my character plan and see what I actually want. I want strength, crit hit chance, area damage, and cooldown. So I'm going to get 2 out of the 4 that I want. That's fine. It's better than nothing. So this, Akon's leniency, doink. This into here. Definitely need to transmog that so it looks like the Captain America shield instead, or at least as close to it as I can. So there we go. Hoplon. Right, now. Falling sword damage. Into crit hit chance. 10% would be really nice. Blessed shield damage is... Oh. This is technically one of the options that I want. This is probably slightly better at the moment, but... That's also one of the options. Let's keep this. This is going to take up all of my Forgotten Souls forever, isn't it? Yes. So, how is that compared? Yeah, it's quite a damage drop for the moment. That's fine. I think that's fine. We'll get used to it. It's kind of a necessary step for the moment. In the meantime, more rifts.
Brave the rifts, and you will be well rewarded.
So, Akon's leniency is now going off. Oh, this is going to make things much nicer.
Not yet.
It's quite nice. It's a shame it only lasts for 3 seconds. That's the only thing I have to say on that. Also, it looks like each individual one lasts for 3 seconds, which is interesting. That's kind of not how I imagined it would work. Most things, when they ramp up to 10, it then stays at 10 while you're continuing to add the individual bits to it. Interesting.
Quickly now, show them what you're capable of.
Dud, 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 dud. Ooh, an outside bit.
My wrath is low.
Yeah, this is the first time I've actually managed to get Akon's leniency as part of a Blessed Shield build. So I'm really curious how this is going to play.
Not ready yet.
Like, in general, it feels like it's mostly just going to be useful for bigger packs because of how short a time it lasts. So, like, if there's any particular tricks, like line up the guys and then fire or anything like that. Would the green rune make the screen? Yes, the the Kiwi rune does kind of make everything a bit mental.
Not yet.
But it does do less damage than the fire one. And I do have at least some plus to fire. He's just standing there. Whatever. Yeah, I do have some plus to fire skills damage, so it's definitely worthwhile me sticking with fire for the moment. But yeah, it can get a bit mental. I'll show you after this rift, actually, because I can't change in the greater rifts. Oh, maybe I can nut Torment 2 now, actually. Certainly feels like I should be able to Torment 2 it. Loads and loads of shrines in this one. I've been absolutely spoiled by the game.
Patience.
Alright, next area. 98% of the rift. That should do it.
The Rift Guardian has found you.
What? Oh, it's not true. I totally would have believed it. Gogok of Swiftness. Don't care.
Good to see you.
Go on then. Try and do this one last upgrade. And then, I don't know. Bane of the Powerful, I suppose. I am using Simplicity's Strength just because I've got a slot for it. But Bane of the Powerful is what I'm going to be using for my augments later.
I am returning to town.
So back to town, turn this in, change over to the green room, and let the idiocy commence. Can I actually do that here? I can. Good.
Most impressive.
Bargain point in here. Gamble. Give me bracers.
What a
That
steal.
is too expensive.
Those are all not what I want. The new invigorating gemstone. I didn't know it was new. Increases the healing received by 1% for 5 seconds, stacks up to 10 times. That's okay, but it does require you to get healed in the first place. So I presume that affects everything from like life per hit, life per kill, and also just regeneration. What are the changes to it? Yeah, I don't know what it was before. I never used it. It didn't seem that impressive. It still doesn't seem that impressive. Yep, this is going to be so stupid. Here we go.
Are you ready? Then your trial begins.
I mean, the other thing is you need, like, guys around for it to actually hit. Rather than just to, like, die immediately.
Not ready yet. I require more wrath.
And more wrath. Works best in wide open places, I find.
Cower before Zakaroon.
There you go. You got to see it a little bit going off there. They just all like whiz around between everyone. It doesn't split on each impact, as you can see. It only splits on the first. But it does just keep going and bouncing between things. Standing tank leap. Yes, invigorating is okay. You may want to consider... what is it? The... can't remember. The one that gives you massive amounts of life regen and then shields based on your life regen.
Like chaff before the wind.
Just because the shields come back after not taking damage for a few seconds. Okay, use the two together. Why not, actually? Capable of accidentally one-hitting dudes. Molten Wildebeest Gizzard. That's what my brain is trying to fill in. Thanks, brain.
Patience.
I haven't really tried out the other runes. Let's try Staggering Throw. Seems like it would be bad. Each other person hit decreases the chance of stun by 5%. So after like 3, it's virtually nothing. It's not a great stun chance to start with. Let's switch that over to armor increase and life regen increase. Interesting. Slowest shields. Well, it's interesting as a tanky-ish build. Certainly getting all of the numbers up. Anyway, let's pick up all of these things. The only thing, it doesn't last for too long. That's what I noticed. So, Divine Aegis, yeah, it's 4 seconds. And Piercing Shield, that is terrible. Never use Piercing Shield. Why would anyone use Piercing Shield? That makes no sense to me. Like, it removes the good thing about Blessed Shield in that it bounces. I mean, you can kind of use it a bit like a laser beam-ish, but not really. Alright, where next? Up here somewhere, I suppose. The other thing I've noticed from using it for a while now is Blessed Shield's bounces kind of limit themselves to what you can see on your screen.
Not yet.
Or rather, what would have been on your screen from the point that you cast it. So although you can technically go outside the screen with a rebound, it feels like it really, really pushes itself to not. Sure, next area.
Make your peace quickly.
Where was that? Was that up here? Possibly.
Patience.
Yes, it was. Oh, it's another gen. Sure. Why not? Even more gems. I do need a lot more diamonds. That is very true.
Enjoy that. Not ready yet.
Juggernaut, and it almost went down in one hit. Diamonds are a Greg specimen. Yes. I believe there was a song about that. Although they got my name wrong. They thought I was called Girl.
The Rift Guardian is here.
The Rift Guardian's there. Teleport over, please. Thanks. And please keep that off my face. Okay, let's move this up to the next difficulty, I think. Go have a word with Auric. Salvage up this stuff. Nothing to ID? No. Salvage everything. Could have a word with Kadala, but we'll save that for a bit later, I think. Put those in. I suppose dump this in as well. Right, the game. Change up to Torment 2. Turn my chair around a little bit. There we are. Should be a little bit more front onto the camera now. Sometimes I notice I drift off to one side or the other. Game settings. Torment 2. And remember, stay hydrated as well. This would be a nice cup of tea, but I have a tendency to forget that I've got a drink when I'm playing, and so it would go cold. And cold tea is not great. Well, some cold tea is alright. Oh, Torment 2 Rift, I guess. Could do another... Yeah, let's try Torment 2 Rift and just see how it goes. Because then I can bump up the difficulty of the greater rifts. Assuming this is fine. Which it should be. Seems okay so far. Hey, evening there, Wallafreed. How are you doing? We are playing unoptimally.
Not yet.
Take these guys out.
By the light be damned.
So while freed, to update you a little, we found 2 Jerkin boards, 1 Aken's leniency.
My wrath is
That's
low,
pretty much
not
it
ready yet.
as far as interesting bits go. So 1 Jerkin board went in the cube. 1 is now actually in use because then we found Aken's leniency.
Not enough wrath. Burn in the light.
That is a powerful foe over there.
None are particularly great yet. Hopefully we'll find some more Forgotten Souls and be able to change that a bit. And yeah, I'm doing very well, thanks. Hope you're having a nice evening here.
Bad luck for you, friend.
Hey, good evening again, Despair. How are you doing?
Patience. Burn in the light.
Recommended flavours of tea, yes. Now the thing about tea is that it comes in so many different hues, flavours, etc. Caffeine contents. It really does depend on why you're wanting a cup of tea. You can drink for refreshment, you can drink for energize, you can have a guarana or a caffeine based thing. You can have a nice dozy tea in the evening, help calm your nerves and stuff. Yeah, Gear Falcon's Foot would be very nice right now, actually. Although I will also take the braces that improve Blessed Shield. That would also be nice. Any of Aken's set would also be cool.
Not ready yet. I require more wrath. Cower before Zakaru.
I wonder if it would be worth combining Blessing Shield with the S of Johan to try and pull the guys together a bit on the first impact of the shield. You've eaten way too much. I'm not suffering from that, at least. A little bit dehydrated. I've been talking a bit too much on stream. I should have some more of my water off to one side. But other than that, I'm having a very nice evening. My ISP has been rate limiting my upstream, so I've had to drop everything down to 720p. Although you're on Twitch, you won't actually notice the difference because I limit Twitch to 720p anyway. It's only the folks on YouTube that are really going to spot the difference there. I haven't checked out the updates to PUBG actually. I did see there was one. Is it good? Is the question. What does it do? Has it decreased performance again, like every other patch? New menu music. Ooh. On the plus side, new menu music might mean that I stop getting copyright strikes against it from some bizarro French composer that thinks he wrote the PUBG old menu music. He didn't.
By the light be damned.
Test servers. Oh no, I don't bother with the test servers. I figure there's no point really in advance. I'll just wait until everything actually gets released properly. I've got enough to do without going on the test servers, much like Diablo 3 actually. Like, it can be really nice to play things while they're still in development to that degree, but it's already an early access game. I don't need early access of the early access bits. If that makes sense. Oh, hello.
Patience.
And moving on. Interesting. So vaulting's not quite sorted yet then.
Not yet.
Hello, anyone? Ah, here we are.
Like chaff before the wind.
Very nearly Guardian time.
Patience.
The Rift Guardian is here.
Is he going to come over, or do I need to... Oh, it's Hamelin.
Not ready yet.
Hello, Hamelin. Long time no rat. Yeah, that was easy, to be honest. I could probably bump it up to Torment 3 even. Vaulting looks like it'll slow players down a lot. Okay. I did hear that you can't crouch jump anymore, and that's going to make me very, very sad. Like, really sad. I love crouch jumping. I was very good at it. People are not good at it, and I was good at it. There goes my one tactical advantage.
Are you ready?
Braces.
Ooh, that's nice.
Interesting. Could re-roll the life per second into strength, and then that's kind of worthwhile. Yeah, of course it's going to help the peeps that can't crouch jump, but given that I can crouch jump, that puts me at a disadvantage now. Well, or rather, I lack the one advantage that I did have, because I can't aim for crap. That's we've established this many times. This can go here for the moment. Right, let's try Torment 3 then. Do I have any Forgotten Souls at the moment? Because I want to change my Jekken board so that it's crit damage rather than cooldown, if at all possible. I have 1. Sorry, crit chance, not crit damage. Yeah, close quarter shotgun rampage is basically the way that I get the majority of my kills anyway. Crouch jumping always helps with that, although, you know, it's only a small part of the plan. Right, so we can do these to at least Torment 2. If I do another Rift, maybe at Torment 3. Then maybe I can do all of the gems at once. Shotgun sniping is the hotness. If they introduce a solid slug shotgun, that's fine. I would actually like to see more things that are weapons that are not guns. And I don't just mean like melee things like the frying pan. I mean like thrown things, maybe even traps. Like make them really limited use. And like incredibly impractical for most parts. So you can't just like hunt for them so much.
Not ready yet.
I want it to feel a bit more like, I suppose, the film Battle Royale. Where the kids ended up with like a random thing and some of them just had a bottle of water and a bit of rope. Have I seen the new weapon? No, I have not. You can assume I've not seen anything on the test server at all. Bear traps in bushes. Yeah, I'm hoping like just one bear trap rather than lots.
Like chaff before the wind.
Because otherwise, you know, people are going to be like, oh, I can't go anywhere, there's always traps.
Patience. I require more wrath.
Yeah, Torment 3 is feeling fine. Should I stand in that a bit and see how it does? Alright, yeah. Need to pay a little bit of attention at Torment 3.
Not yet.
Right, probably don't want to be in the middle of a load of Moltons at the same time. Parachute drop Claymore mines.
I I enjoy that.
Claymore mines would be interesting, actually. Front towards enemy and all that. Because I can imagine people generally would kill themselves with them rather than killing the enemy. It's like, what, would you put it in a bunker that you're in? Because that seems like a terrible idea. Proximity mine, same deal, really.
Not enough wrath. Like chaff before the wind.
That was inconveniently placed. It's fine, though.
Patience.
Whoosh. Yeah, let's not go in the middle of that. We know it's definitely going to hurt us now. On to the next area while we've still got this.
Not ready yet.
Hello, anyone? Very few people.
By the light be damned.
I suppose I should start thinking about gearing up my Enchantress now I've decided I'm keeping her. Sticky bombs would be fine. Yeah, like that sort of thing. Or like a glue grenade. I don't know if you've ever come into contact with the stuff that goes in glue grenades, but, well, it really, really does stick things to things. It's like moving through treacle, except you touch it and you're not entirely stuck to it. But it is, like, yeah, if you cover an area, it is very area denial. It would definitely slow someone moving through an area considerably.
I require more wrath.
Ooh, mace. Probably don't care. So I think my cooldown is now at about like 40%-ish, possibly. Which is really good for getting Akarat's champion off. Just still really want Akan set. That'll make me much happier.
Not enough wrath.
No, not quite the I'm going to disguise myself like a swamp type tactics. But like I want more general things that are less gun based. Like give me some more tactical options. Not quite camouflage, because well, we've seen that doesn't really work very well. People tend to spot movement, and since it's a very movement heavy game, forcing you obviously to avoid the circle all the time, it's never really going to be too good in that regard. But things that could like force people to go elsewhere. Gas grenades, that would be good. Something that like chokes them rather than just a flashbang.
My wrath is low. Burn in the light.
Useful melee weapons, yeah. Not this lag fest. Yeah, that would be nice as well. Honestly, they could do with like just upgrading the server tick rate first. Like as soon as they sort out the server tick rate, the client packet rate, a lot of the problems that people currently complain about will disappear naturally. This is quite busy. Like in a good way, but in also a I'm having to pay attention type way. Rift Guardian on top? Sure, why not? Hello, cold snap. That's what's
I
rude.
require more wrath.
Ah, 2 set pieces straight away. That's nice. Let's see what they are. Oh, you can just go away first. Lots of things to pick up around. Anything down here? Probably. That'll do.
I am returning to town.
Turn that in. Let's identify things. Now, what do we have? The Steed Shield. It's okay. That's quite a nice one, actually. And Spirit of the Earth Barbarian set. Lovely. That is exactly what I wanted. At least it's not like a Blessed Hammer thing. That's kind of funny, though. So this can go in here somewhere. Dump it. Eventually I'll come back to it. I do like Steed Charge and stuff. They can sit in there. Kadala.
Fate smiles on you today.
Yeah, Adam, it really is. It's I hope he's watching and he saw that, because that's just going to make me laugh. Anyway, bracers. Yeah,
Ooh,
smart loot.
That's nice.
Loot for someone else.
Can I have it back?
No. I'll probably just salvage that up, actually. Could do with the Forgotten Soul. So, enchant. Let's get this replaced. No, that's still the best thing. No. Also no. One last one. No. We'll have an attempt at upgrading a thing into Falcon's Foot. So upgrade, fill, put that in. No. I think I've got a spare one of those though, so just salvage this straight up. And we'll give Jerkboard another try. No. That's getting quite expensive now. Probably give up on it shortly. Let's repair everything. And then we'll do a few Greater Rifts. So we can take this up to Torment 3 now.
I wish you luck, hero.
That makes me laugh, Adam. Everything is dying! I love this build.
Patience.
Start strong, continue strong, finishes strong.
Not yet.
Slows down a bit in the middle.
Burn in the light.
Collect a few more of these guys together. More efficient to kill them when they're grouped up. Unless they're in walls, that becomes less efficient. You guys come with me. Nothing but strong, yes.
Not ready yet.
Up, up. Oh, hello. This is enough to stop and kill.
Patience.
Move through.
By the light be damned. Not enough wrath.
Some shielding, guys. That's fine, though. Lovely. You can come with me the rest of the way. And power pylon. Very quickly
Not
onto the
ready
next
yet.
area. Take maximum advantage of it.
Like chaff before the wind. Not yet.
Yeah, I do wish you could, like, guide the Blessed Shield ricochets a bit. Like, trace over an area and say, like, go this to this to this to this to this. I guess that would be, like, massively overpowered, though. Plus, totally would not convert over to the console version. Can't even imagine how that would work.
Like chaff before the wind. Patience.
Asgardian cat. Please, I'm more like Catwoman America with this cat of nine tails whip in my hand.
Not ready yet. By the light be damned.
And I know you were probably here earlier when I made the same joke. Well, lots of people were here earlier, actually. I don't remember if it was you. Trundle, trundle. Want to pylon make this very, very fast.
By the light be damned.
I am probably at the point where I should just ditch smite, actually. DC and Marvel crossbreed.
The Rift Guardian has found you.
Thud, thud, thud. 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 Thud, thud. There we are. Hey, Sailor West. Taeguk, which I don't care for. But hey, I can actually start putting things back into Pain Enhancer.
I am returning to town.
So, if I'm switching over to Provoke, probably hit me for the increased block chance. Area damage, Kadala,
Hello there.
bracers,
Do come back
Someday,
again.
perhaps.
Kadala. We need
when
to
I'm
have
rich.
words. Let's dump this in here. Salvage up everything. Dump, dump, dump. Then, can this be Provoke on my primary? Yes, it can. Good. Let's see how this goes for the next rift. It might be awful. I might hate it. What's the cooldown? 20 seconds. What's my cooldown? 38.
In fact, I decided to get
So,
the days
11
eaten
seconds.
out of the
That's
way
probably
all at
fine.
once. I kept at it until I couldn't take another.
Are you ready? Then your trial.
Ah, don't have smite. Randomly taunting people.
Patience.
Yeah, that's going to take some getting
Our
used
wrath is
to.
low.
I have to run around for a second because I've run out of wrath like an idiot. There we are.
Not ready yet.
Alright, maybe not a great choice for the moment.
Not yet. Burn in the light. Not ready yet.
Yeah, just keep following me. That's fine. I think Pain Enhancer is the only thing that's really doing this rift for me at the moment.
Cower before Zakaroon. Not yet.
Ooh, shield pylon. Yeah, I'll just stand in the middle of this. It's fine. Trundle, trundle. Yeah, Gerfalcon's foot. Really, really want it. ASAP, please.
Like just before the wind. Not ready yet.
Thud, thud, thud. We're moving on. You know, I'm actually having a better time of this than I thought I would.
The crusade marches on. Patience.
I know what I need to do. I need to start using my dedicated move button rather than my left click.
Require more wrath. Cower before Zakarum. Not yet.
Hey guys, do you mind just hanging around for a bit? I'm feeling a little tired here. Alright, taunt. Thud, thud, thud. Good. If you guys could all bunch up together nicely, that would also be appreciated.
Patience.
What do I've got it set to profit, of course. The extra teat death and the wrath regeneration is pretty much a no-brainer. I keep accidentally taunting when I really don't want to. Channeling Pylon, that'll help.
Crusade marches on.
And Speed Pylon, why not? Let's do this totally insanely right now. Everything all at once.
Not yet.
And a Conduit Pylon. Holy moly.
Crusade marches on.
Any other pylons want to join in the party?
The Rift Guardian.
Rift Guardian will do.
Not yet.
Just drag them around a bit.
Not ready yet.
A bit slow at the end there, but that was enjoyable. But I do think, for the moment, Smite, at least as a Wrath generator, is the best choice. So I will be putting that back, just for a little bit. Gemming up the works. And I think 17 is probably the maximum I can take that to while it's still being worthwhile. Hyped for Malthael. You know I'm not the one that dies to Malthael, right?
Don't forget,
Someday, perhaps, when I'm rich.
Okay, first things first. This, back over to Smite. Identify. Nemesis bracers that are a bit terrible. I will leave those. Sunkeeper. Alright, salvage all of that. Does give me another couple of Forgotten Souls to waste money on my jerk board again. No. Also no. Lissai. Okay, another Torment 3? Yeah, Torment 3 Rift.
Are you ready? Then your trial begins.
I do realise how inefficient that is to just like buff everything and then charge in. The number of times I've just like run into death immediately. I usually feel like it's prudent to start with. I know they keep saying that they're changing the starts of Rift so that you can't have elite champions and stuff spawn there, but I still find them.
Not yet.
This is much slower.
My wrath is low. Cower before Zakarum.
That was not worth it.
Not ready yet.
And now I'm using Smite. I kind of missed the taunt. I need another key, everyone. Just give me all the skills all the time. That'll be fine, yeah?
Patience. Bad luck for you, friend. Not yet.
So, Wallachry, with Aken's leniency, I can't ever seem to get the stacks to build up any considerable length, because they all individually expire.
I enjoy that.
So you'll see them all just like ticking down there. Like, I can't see how you could possibly get up to hundreds with it. Hello Zoki. No, I have not started the season today, although I do play very infrequently. Don't have a huge amount of time with this character. Pretty much, yeah, like Wallachry said, progress is just on the slow side. Yeah, I usually only play once a week with my brother. Normally that's on Monday nights, so this is a little bit of an exception because he's been unavailable just recently and I'm eager to play some this season. Oh, cool. How's it going so far? If you've had a day, you should probably be about level 70. Well, assuming you've been playing a fair amount today, of course.
Patience.
And what class are you playing?
Bad luck for you, friend.
Oh, okay, yeah. Staying attack speed, that would do it. Paragon 469! Oh my word.
Not ready yet.
God, you've basically been playing all day today. That is some considerable progress. Good work.
By the light be damned. Not yet. Burn in the light.
Oh, nice. Yeah, that's a good combination. I do really enjoy whirlwind speedruns. And Hammer the Ancients was my leveling build when I played Barbarians last. Nothing up there. Let's put this Paragon in. Yeah, like when I did mine, I wasn't aiming for that as a build. I was going for a Leap Crate build, and then I ended up with just more stuff for both Whirlwind and Hammer. So I figured, you know, why not? Turned out I enjoyed it a lot more than I thought I was going to.
The Rift Guardian is here.
Rift Guardian is elsewhere. Come down here, Rift Guardian. Yes. I don't play a huge amount. Like I said, it's about once a week. Usually just for an hour or so with my brother. But every season I've managed to get at least the stash tab. Not always managed to get the Guardian conquest level objectives, but you know, enough over the course of the season that I get everything that I want to get done for the most part. 30%? No, that's terrible now. Let's just keep boosting. Yeah, none of those. Failed. 90%, typical.
I need to go back.
Your
Let's salvage these things up. Dump these in here. And we've got one more keystone, so let's do another exactly the same as the last.
unleash your power, champion.
Patience.
Bit of a weird rift so far. Kind of everyone's spaced out like 25 yards away from each other, which makes the Blessed Shield less appealing.
Not ready yet.
Yeah, I think the highest I've ever been is like GR 77, maybe. I've never tried like extreme pushing or to be on the leaderboards really. But I can certainly see the appeal of it. It's mostly because I play hardcore, and yeah, that sort of pushing to get the time to do it, I'd have to be very risky in my gameplay, and that's not really in my nature.
Not ready yet.
I suppose next area, maybe this section will be better. Yeah, but the only time that I did anything that risky was one season. It was like 4 hours or so until the end of the season, and I hadn't quite made GR 70, and that was what I wanted. That was like my aim for the season. I was just like, you know what, I'm going to equip that amulet that gives you 1 extra cheap death and just go for it. And it was total nail biting the entire way through. Oh yeah, Wall of Free plays softcore, yeah. Oh nice, that is good work. 90 on Barb, Monk, Crusader and Demon Hunter. In the same season, or is that like sequentially? Ah yeah, all your mates quit. Yeah, believe me, I know exactly how that feels. I had like 4 or 5 people that I used to play with in the original Diablo 3, like when the game was fresh and new and there was still like an auction house and stuff. And then everyone lost interest, and they've still lost interest. And I keep trying to say, hey, 2.0 changed everything, but no, they have no interest in coming back. Oh, this season so far? Oh wow, that is way more impressive than I was giving it credit for.
Not ready yet. Not yet. By the light be damned. Not
That's
ready
all
yet.
those sorted. This rift is going remarkably well as well. Yeah, some of them jumped over to Path of Exile and have stuck with it despite my misgivings about it. Yeah, I guess they just preferred like Diablo 2 more than Diablo 3 really, ultimately. Grim Dawn, no, that's something that pretty much only me out of my group of friends have played. Oh, and my brother, of course, because I told him that we absolutely had to play it. Yeah, Path of Exile, I just couldn't get behind the camera angle. I know that's a really weird thing to have a problem with the game. It was just like giving me this weird sense of I can't see enough that's going on.
Not yet.
And it's like it wasn't quite isometric. Like just ever so slightly off, you know?
I enjoy that.
Must be almost there now.
The Rift Guardian is here.
There we go. Hello, Skeleton King. But yeah, I did really enjoy Grim Dawn. Loved it. Probably enjoyed it more than I enjoyed Titan Quest, actually. And I was a hardcore Titan Quest player back in the day. I've actually reinstalled it since they've just put a new expansion out. Absolutely had to buy that as soon as it was available. I'm looking forward to playing through it at some point, as soon as I actually get time to. So, finally, Bane of the Trapped. That can start to get upgraded. Nice. And we're going to swap Simplicity's strength over for that.
I am returning to town.
Make our smite even less useful.
Well done.
Do that now so we don't forget. Remove swap. This can go here. Kadala, give me some bracers.
Are you ready?
Hopefully give me something useful.
What a steal.
Meh. Yes, I will stream / make episodes on the Titan Quest expansion. I haven't discussed it with Alex yet, but it's what I think the next game we should play is after we've gone through Victor Vran. We'll probably go through the entirety of Titan Quest, so it will take a while to get to the expansion. Mostly because it's been so long since we actually played it. It's going to take us a while to get back into. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. Yes. Yeah. Salvage this one. Alright, and on that note, I'm afraid that's going to be the end of this stream. Very sorry to have to cut it a little bit short this evening. I was hoping to go a bit later, but I am absolutely shattered. It's Friday night, and I'm going to be turning into bed very shortly. Thanks for coming along. It's been really good having so many of you watching and joining in the chat, especially throughout all of the internet problems we've had throughout this evening. Do appreciate your patience. It's been, yes, quite arduous, hasn't it, watching the stream just get interrupted and buffering and corrupted, and yeah, I'll be having more words with my ISP and hopefully they can get it a bit resolved. But for the moment, 720p seems to be working okay, so I guess we'll stick with that when we've got issues. I've got everything set up now so I can just quick switch between them, so if we do run into issues I can just stop things, quickly change it over and restart it, and hopefully that'll work. But yeah, next up is going to be Monday evening, when we'll be doing our usual combination of Victor Vran, Divinity Original Sin, and then more Diablo 3. And then, yeah, in the future, as mentioned, we're possibly going to play Titan Quest. I loved Titan Quest so much. My favourite thing ever was the ragdoll effect, especially if you built a lightning-based person and could get insane damage coming down. And then the little guy would just fly off into the distance. It just makes me so happy. Anyway, yeah, I'm waffling on. So thanks for coming along, everyone. It's been really good, and have a fantastic evening, and I shall see you next time.